Hello. Today I want to talk to you about some of the great features you're going to find on the 2014 Toyota Prius. With 2 million Toyota hybrids sold in the US and 6 million sold worldwide, Toyota owns the hybrid market. So how do we do that? Well, that's very simple. It's with Hybrid Synergy Drive. Let me tell you about it. Hybrid Synergy Drive is Toyota's exclusive hybrid system. Very simply what it does is it blends the power of an electric motor and a gasoline engine to give you seamless acceleration and fantastic fuel economy. The way ours works is the electric motor is the primary power source for the car. That's going to get you off the line and give you a lot of torque. The gasoline engine, which is easily tuned to have a higher horsepower, comes in to assist with acceleration and then stays on to keep the vehicle at highway speeds. The nickel metal hydride battery in the vehicle is recharged in two ways. First of all, with the gasoline engine sending power through the electric motor back to the battery, as well as regenerative braking. Let me tell you about what regenerative braking does. When you're stopping one of our hybrid cars and you step on the brake pedal, you're not really using your hydraulic brakes to stop the car. The electric motors are actually creating resistance on the front wheels and slowing the vehicle down. It's then taking that energy and sending it back to the battery. Whereas on conventional hydraulic brakes, that kinetic energy or energy of movement is transferred to heat and then just lost within the atmosphere. In this car, we capture that energy of movement, send it back to the battery. The hydraulic brakes are used, but only for that last 5 or 10 miles an hour to stop the inertia of the car, or if there's a panic stop. So what does that mean for the brake life for the car? Well, the brakes on a Prius, or any Toyota hybrid for that matter, will last much longer than on a conventional car. Depending on how long the customer owns the car, they may never have to put brakes on the vehicle. It isn't unheard of for a customer to go 100,000 miles without putting brakes in the car, depending on how the car is driven. This specific system is an electric motor paired with a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine, which produces 134 net horsepower and gives you the mileage of 51 city, 48 highway for an average of 50 miles per gallon. That is phenomenal. One question I do get underneath the hood of this car a lot is, what is this thing right here? You get this big box here with a bunch of orange cables coming out of it that are high voltage. This is actually called the inverter converter. This is not the electric motor. The electric motor is underneath here. You can't see it. What this piece does is takes the power from the battery and converts it to power to work the electric motor. And then conversely, when the electric motor needs to send power back to the battery, it goes through this device as well. So that's what that is. As far as maintenance on this car, you got two things going for you. First of all, you got Toyota Care. Toyota Care comes with every new Toyota. Gives you 2 years, 25,000 miles scheduled maintenance. All of your factory scheduled maintenance is covered under Toyota Care, a total of 5 services. It also gives you 2 years and unlimited miles of roadside assistance. As far as maintenance beyond that on this car, there's actually less maintenance on a Toyota hybrid than on a conventional car. Let me tell you how that happens. Well, first of all, your power steering on this car is electric. So there's no belts or hoses or fluids to replace there. Your air conditioning compressor is electric. Your water pump is electric. There's no alternator on this car. There's no starter motor on this car. You've got a beltless engine under here. So all those components are electric, so they can work without the gasoline engine being on, and there's no belts to replace or inspect down the road. That, coupled with the brake life on this car, makes this car's overall maintenance less than a traditional car. So there's even more cost savings on a Toyota hybrid than just gas mileage. Now, as with every Toyota, you're also going to get the Star Safety System. And the Star Safety System is anti-lock brakes, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, traction control, vehicle stability control, and smart stop technology. There are 4 different trim levels of a Prius. Prius 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This vehicle happens to be a 5. You'll notice the alloy wheels here, the 17-inch alloy wheels, those only come on a Prius 5. Your 2, 3, and 4 come with smaller alloy wheels with aerodynamic wheel covers. The shape of this car is the iconic Prius wedge shape. Now, the shape of this car isn't like this just to be different for the sake of being different. There's a reason a Prius is shaped this way. It has a 0.25 coefficient of drag. What that means is this is one of the most aerodynamic cars in the industry. Not just most aerodynamic Toyota, one of the most aerodynamic cars in the industry. This shape allows this car to be aerodynamic and have a lot of passenger room at the same time. Speaking of passenger room, this vehicle is classified by the EPA as a mid-size vehicle. Even though it has a compact size on the outside, the overall passenger volume makes this car, according to the government, a mid-size car. And when you get inside this car, you're going to realize that. A lot of leg room inside this car. The front leg room is just as much as a Toyota Camry. Tremendous storage in this car. I've got a dual glove box. I have storage underneath the center console here, and of course, within the center console. This car is also very easy to get in and out of. These front seats are elevated, so ingress, egress, getting in and out of this car is very easy to do. You're not going to be sitting on the ground. Now moving to the back seat. As I mentioned before, this is classified as a mid-sized car, and you'll really notice it in the back seat. This front seat here is all the way back. You'll notice I have a lot of leg room, I have a lot of foot room, and I have a lot of knee room. The knee room comes from these seats being carved out in the back. And when I say foot room, I mean I can take my feet and literally put them underneath the front passenger seat. And that's done because these seats are elevated somewhat. You'll notice I also have plenty of headroom. I've got my head all the way back and not touching the roof at all. Visibility is also excellent in this car. One of the things you get with this iconic shape are these side windows, one here and one up front in front of the side view mirror. So your front visibility and your rear visibility is great in this car. There's virtually no blind spots in a Prius. Now moving over to the back of the car. All Priuses are equipped with LED tail lamps. Now, not only do they look nice and the bulbs last a long time, but there's a safety element to LED tail lamps. LED lights actually illuminate a half a second faster than conventional bulbs. What does that mean for you? Well, when you hit your brakes, your brake lights are going to come on a half a second faster to alert the driver behind you a half a second sooner, hopefully have them react quicker and lessen the likelihood of a rear-end collision, hopefully. Looking at the cargo area, all Priuses are hatchbacks. They give you over 21 cubic feet of space with the seats up. They also have a 60-40 split rear seat. You see I do have half of it down, half of it up. 40% side is down, 60% side is up. When it is down, I have a completely flat surface to load and unload cargo. Underneath the floor here, there is some storage. By lifting this up, you notice I do have some storage in here. There is a cargo organizer on this vehicle, which is what you see, but I can also store my tonneau cover down there as well. Now moving to the left side of the car. Some Priuses can be equipped with a solar sunroof. In fact, your Prius 3 and 4 can be equipped with a solar sunroof as an option. That does give the customer an option of a sunroof, but it does a couple of other things as well. I mentioned solar sunroof. The solar sunroof has nothing to do with powering the battery at all. But what it does power is a fan inside the vehicle, which keeps the vehicle cooler when it's parked outside. In the summertime, if it's 90 degrees outside and your car is parked outside in the sun, it's probably over 120 degrees inside the car. What this fan does, if you turn it on, if it's equipped with the solar sunroof, is it keeps a fan running inside the car, which attempts to make the inside of the car the same temperature as the outside. So if it's 90 degrees outside, it'll try to make it 90 degrees inside and not 120. Second thing you get is something called remote air conditioning. On the key fob, you'll have a little button which is marked AC. Just like remote start, you could be inside the house within a relatively decent distance from the car, hit the button, the AC button on the fob, and it's going to turn on the air conditioning inside the car. Not the car, just the air conditioning. And it'll keep the AC on for 10 minutes to cool down the inside of the car before you get inside. So those two additional things you get with the solar roof available on the Prius 3 and 4. All Priuses are equipped with Smart Key. Smart Key meaning I have the key in my pocket, I approach the car, I grab the door handle, and the door unlocks, or the car unlocks, and I can open it up just like that. And then start the car with a push of a button. You'll see I do have Soft-Tech seats inside this car. Prius 4 and 5 are equipped with Soft-Tech seating. If I do have Soft-Tech seating as well, I get a power driver seat. So power driver seat as well as power lumbar support. Now come on inside the car and I'll show you some great features on the inside.